Yes, people, welcome back to the post game of the Reggae Boys. Yeah, the Reggae Boys have beaten the Panamanian Los Calineros 1-0, courtesy of a wonderful strike in the 42nd minute by the man himself who played in the Scottish League for Hearts, Dexter Lembikisa. Yeah, wonderful goal, man. But, Paul, not so bad, but good. But, I will take the positive more. We'd probably play a bit more on the front foot around 60 to 70% of the whole entire game. Wonderful goal, man, by Dexter. We have seen it right now on and on the screen. Yeah, the analysts have been talking about it. What you think of the young kid? Because you have been a little bit harsh. I would not say like you just criticize him in a positive way, in that first half, but he have proven that, a lot of people who doubt him, he have a lot of qualities going forward. What do you think about the young man so far?
Yeah, I think he did um when the game just started, he was having a shaky game. He was giving away a lot of balls,
Yeah.
And he just that goal just came from nowhere, and then he started to groove into confidence.
It started from Michael Hector.
Yeah,
with the assist. Yeah.
So I would love to see him and Gregory going forward, especially if we're gonna keep playing that wing back role. I would love to see him start going forward more and bump down the line, put some ball in the box and stuff like that. But he grew into the game, and yeah, we good goal, brilliant. He clapped over the ball, cut it
One step over. Yeah, body stream go down the other side, and but when you really look at it though, we have covered, we have a lot of cover, on that left hand side. Amari Bell, who's injured, going to come back into the team, and the right back, it's not so covered as Tavon Gray, the man from NYFC, but I think we need another body, Javian Brown, the one from Vancouver Whitecaps, yeah, can come in the team. But I think we just probably need someone that with a bit more strength, because when you look on that right hand side, Dexter is a bit lightweight, a little bit short, Javian Brown still short, Tavon Gray, lightweight. I think maybe if we can bulk up that side a bit more, because the World Cup qualifier, the Copa America, and the Nations League that's going to start again in September, we have a whole lot of football on our hands, and we want to make sure that we have at least 2 to 3 players in each, not each, but most of the key position, for the position that we are a bit more weaker. We have a lot of strength, in the wing areas. Probably would need that one more body up front in the center forward, but defensively we have backup right there. But assess the game, with that back three. How you think those, players started the game,
Yeah, I think we start very comfortable. Look, every both three center back look very comfortable on the ball, especially Latapa there. Coming out, bringing out the ball from the back. Hector with the assist as well.
Yeah.
So, I would love to see we start build a partnership. Make those three players get familiarity with each other. Three players keep on going, like play the same system. Otherwise, then Bell, who else you think could come in that center back role? Pinnock, yeah.
But question though, who would be give way for that back three to Pinnock?
Right now, I don't see. Right now, I wouldn't even. Right now, I wouldn't even switch it up. I wouldn't even change it, because I like consistency.
Yeah. Yes.
And I know Pinnock have his own quality. He's have the height, he have the experience and stuff like that. But if anybody could give way, I could see maybe Bernard give way, and then put Hector on the left, have Pinnock in the middle, and put Hector on the right.
I think it would be more okay if Pinnock played on the left, because he's left-footed, and play Hector to the right.
Pinnock is left-footed?
Yeah, he's left-footed.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's left-footed, so he probably more like to play that left center half, and Hector play to the middle. But bro, I know that's the thing that we want in the national program. Players that can come in and cause, have a try to fight for their game. So I think the back three have played really well for me. Michael Hector was really composed on the ball. That man in the back line for me was Joel Latterbody, and he transitioned the ball from the defensive line into the midfield and, you know, bringing up the ball, beat the press. You know, a lot of times when the ball is out wide, you know, to the wing backs, he kind of move away from that back three and drop in the midfield to just to give an extra body in the middle, just to, you know, to support the player that who have the ball, so he can get the ball in position and then switch the ball. So he was kind of playing like a boaty, you know, for the regular boys today, and his game was excellent. And his time on the ball, he don't really spend much time on the ball. He just try to keep the ball ticking over, moving at all time. You know, so Joe Latibodier is really key to how this coach want to play this back three. And I just see him undroppable. He just cannot sit him on the bench, and he's very fit. Yeah, and you see that, you know, he's getting better and better and better playing for the black, green, and gold. You know, so he's on a good form right now, but, you know, Pigno is going to have some crazy time, you know, trying to get in this regular boy team back. So that's what I mean. We need challenge. You know, we need challenge in the team. You know, that's what we need. And, you know, Andre Blake, you say, you know, I'm not really much to do, but whenever he comes up and, you know, he have do a fair bit of what Andre Blake do. You know, what's your assessment on Andre Blake in this game?
A few times coming out for the ball, especially when they get a set piece. I mean, I think he could do a little bit better, but overall quality, you can see his experience and leadership in the back.
Yeah,
you know, it's good to have him. You know, but you know, overall full game, it was pretty good. You know, a first time I can say and he makes some good shots too. Like I remember that one they were like, oh shit, that's gonna score. But
yeah.
Having Andre Blake in the goal, I always feel much more comfortable. Like you know, just know that you just can keep it simple.
And he played as a sweeper keeper for some of the game too. You know, he have played as a sweeper keeper, so that's what you need. You know, he came out a lot of times when you think that they got in, he came out and he mapped up the area. You know, he have, you know, saved, you know.
Don't really make too much mistake. I don't remember Andre Blake. I'm not Andre Blake could do better than so. You know, he
don't really, you know, and he control the game in the air. You know, whenever, you know, the ball come in the box for set piece, he always try to come out and help, you know, his defensive partner. So, you know, respect for Andre Blake and that. You know, we talk about Blake, the back three. One more thing, you know, with both wing backs. Sometimes I would love to see them come in a little bit more invert. Sometimes whenever, you know, the ball is in the midfield, you know, just to come in a little bit more and have Damari Gray or whoever playing on that wing back to the wing backs come in a little bit more to give a bit more support in the middle, especially when you're playing against teams that are going to clog up the middle, have a lot of bodies in the middle, you know, going to create more. So we're going to need a little bit more support, especially when we have a player like Damion Lowe, you know, on the ball. You know, many times, you know, in that first half, he picked up the ball and he just don't have anyone to pass the ball to. So I would just need to have at least one of our wing backs at least come inside. We saw it today against, you know, the Panama team did it many times, and us, you know, Anderson, who is playing at right wing back, have come right in beside Carrasquilla and Godoy and give them that support, you know, and Andre on the other side, the left wing back, he have done it too. So I would love to see we do a little bit more of that, you know, vice versa. If the ball is on the left hand side, is it that Greg Lay or whoever play left back can come in and give the support, you know. But good game, you know, from the back line today. Yeah, good game from El Capitano, Andre Blake, and also, you know, the midfield. Damion Lowe, really strong. He have closing out the game really strong. You know, I don't know if he was losing a bit of energy, probably tell the coach, but I don't see Damion Lowe. I don't think Damion Lowe is the player that's going to tell the coach, hey, I'm done, take me off. He's going to fight for his country until the end of him. You know, what you think of him, you know, in graduating into that new role as a leader in the team, a man that, you know, been playing at center half, now playing a couple of games consistently more at number 6. What you think of him moving forward, looking to the World Cup qualifiers against Dominica Republic and Dominica in June? You know, what you think?
Yeah, I think for sure, Damon. That should be Damon Lowe position going forward as a DM. I think That should be his role. That should be our new DM going forward. Look very comfortable. He almost scored, you know.
Yeah,
I like,
very good chip. Very good chip. Yeah.
yeah,
And that was the first time he picked the ball off Carrasquilla.
yeah. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that tactical change
Yeah.
from the coach
Yeah.
in the second half. The both midfielders, holding midfield, were stepping up and trying to pitch the ball off the Panama midfield, and then
Yeah.
you know, hope him and Kasey Palmer could build that partnership together. Get that used to feeling it again. That's one thing I want us to see. Players start get used to each other. I understand sometimes for international, there's some players gonna be out of form and they're gonna be doing it, but I like to see, continuously.
Yeah, even if the players is out of form and they're fully fit, you still can use them. Just to keep that togetherness with the team. Let them comfortable play with each other in each roles.
Yeah. So third game now, Damion Lowe have been look very good in that new role.
Yeah.
For me today, maybe he could have been the man of the match as well. Otherwise than that, I remember I used to be worried Damion Lowe gonna get red card. Like the man just rock. But I think he kind of calmed down a little bit playing in that. I don't know if he made me think that I'm in the midfield. Look,
I think the midfield. I think the midfield.
Midfield, you do the ball game play more than the midfield.
And as
a midfielder, you have to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, there's more thinking to be a midfielder.
Yeah, so I think that should be his role going forward, playing in that midfield.
Yeah. I think we have a lot of covers to play in that number 8. We have a lot of covers to play in that number 8 era, especially K-Rai, DJ, Kasey Palmer. Even though that everybody can cover there, but I don't want to see him back into the midfield. He have found his new role in the midfield under Coach Al Grimston. Kudos to Coach Al Grimston of keeping the same system in for both games. So look, Dominica Republic and Dominica in June coming up in the World Cup qualifier. We might not need 3 at the back, but we can play 3 at the back. But
I would love for him to go with this formation.
We can play 3 at the back, but more likely push Joe Letterbody more into the midfield starting position, because those teams going to play a very low block, and it's how we going to need to break down those teams. So players going to have to get comfortable breaking down teams rather than playing in the transition. So it's very good. It's very happy that Reggae Boys have won. Again, I have to praise Dexter Lembikisa, and I have to praise Michael Letta for bringing up the ball to give him that forward pass so he can do it in. But that step over, man, it's so pretty on the camera. It is so pretty on the TV, man. They see that one step over and rock. You understand? So really good goal, from him. But the attacking players, Bobby Reid. This is the thing with Bobby Reid. The work that Bobby Reid is doing, it's just not going to be on the statistics board. It's just not going to be on the performance board. But he have done his work silently behind the scene. What he have done, for the Reggae Boys since 2019, he have been working hard off the pitch, behind the ball. Whenever he's out of position, he have been working hard to close down players. Just to run into the empty spaces where the players going to be. His timing of reading where the ball is going to be in the channel. So he's very good off the ball and he's very good on the ball. So I think Bobby Reid have a solid game, and Bobby Reid, for a 31-year-old, it seems like he's not getting older. Bobby Reid looked the same as he made his debut, for the Reggae Boys team in 2019. So, Bobby Reid have a big game. What you think about, Bobby they cover Reid?
Yeah, very hardworking player, the humble, that's whatever position the coach asked him to play, just do the job, and I never seen complain.
Never complain.
Just get on with the work. Very, as you said, a professional. At his job, and I think these are the type of players I want to be around the squad.
Yes, players that commit to the team.
Yes, just get on with the job.
Yeah, man, just get on with the job, man. Solid game by Bobby Reid, man. Solid game, man.
Like I can never remember Bobby Reid playing. I'm gonna say Bobby Reid, have a good game. But that's the thing with Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid doesn't need to score an assist to have a good game. You know, he's just tracking back. You know, close down. You know, so very good player, very good player about the national team.
Yeah, man, very good player. A bit. I would say 50-50, but I probably expecting a little bit more from Kasey Palmer going forward in this game. He have played 81 minutes. You know, 32 touches. You know, you have 2 touches. You know, in the opposition box. You know, you have 4 passes into the final third. You know, this is the thing with Kasey Palmer though. Damion Lowe have 7 passes into the final third. Kasey Palmer have 4. You know, I want to see Kasey Palmer more on the ball, more. But you probably have to understand, he probably sacrificing something that he usually doing week in, week out, playing a number 10 role for Coventry. You know, playing Damion Lowe, a player that's still learning, graduating into that number 6. So probably, you know, he have sacrificed, as I said, something out of his game where he's doing a lot more off the ball, running, you know, a lot more defensive work. Not something that, you know, he will love to do, but you could see that he's a player that, you know, his fitness level is up after a player that been suffered with so many injuries, even at your team pool at Chelsea, you know, before, you know, he got shipped out by the club. So, you know, see that, you know, Kasey Palmer is getting more minutes, you know, under his belt for Reggae Boy. So I think it will only get better for him in the black, green, and gold shirt. But I just want to see him be a little bit more present. You see Joe Latibody here, he stand out in the back. You could see what he's doing. You understand? You know, Kasey Palmer, I want to see him more presence. You see Damion Lowe in the midfield. You see his big presence. You know, Kasey. So I love to see Kasey a little bit more on the ball. Show his creativity. Put both feet down. You know, and show his class in the CONCACAF region. As he's a very good player in the CONCACAF region, it's just up to him. You know, getting consistently games by games under his belt in the Reggae Boy shirt. So I think it will get better, you know, for the 27-year-old. You know, he have won 50% of his ground duels in the game. You know, he have won 100% of his aerial duels. So you could see that, you know, he's putting in a shift. He have only dribbled 1 time, you know, and he have 4 recoveries. So, you know, he's putting in defensive shift in the game. So, you know, that will help. But I want to see him have more touches. The last game he played against the U.S. national team, he had around 20 to 25 touches on the ball. Now, he played a little bit longer. He had 32 touches. But I want to see Kasey with 50 touches on the ball. If he can get on the ball more and create more, I think the midfield will be more balanced for the Reggae Boys in the middle, and Damion Lowe will have a little bit more comfortable ride. Yeah. You think, you know, Kasey should be creating more for the Reggae Boys team as he's a more creative player in that midfield?
Yeah, I think you need to try to get on the ball a little bit more. I see him get a little bit more onto the ball and get onto goals onto Coventry, but you know, you just need to just find that area where you just keep coming for the ball. And remember, we're gonna be playing teams that gonna be sitting back against us, like those teams that gonna be playing against in the qualifier for the World Cup. For the World Cup. I expect us to dominate those games, and I expect him to be getting onto that. Yeah. We'll play teams like better team like USA, Mexico. I expect us to stick back there in the ball.
Yeah.
You know, when I can judge him on those type of games when we're playing lesser teams, we're gonna be dominating the ball and stuff like that. But
so overall, continue.
Yeah, overall, he did a good shift. You know, sometimes Panama is a very technical team, so regardless, they're gonna have the ball a lot. So
yeah,
you know, as a midfielder, you're coming up against better technical players. You're not gonna really have the balls too much.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. You know, so as you know, Daniel said, you know, coming up against tough opposition in Central America. I know Panama is in the top 3 in the CONCACAF ranking. You know, the 3rd best in the region. You know, they're more likely going to have the ball. They're more technical on the ball. They're more possessed. They have a lot of players that can really keep the ball comfortable with the ball in the back, you know, from the midfield to the front. So they're going to have the ball for a longer period more than us. You know, we still learning our way of finding our tune of trying to keep possession of the ball. Yeah, and I think looking at US game and looking at this game, we could say it probably getting better and better. You know, probably we can put a little bit more energy, a little bit more pace, but when you don't have a whole squad that really comfortable doing it week in week out, it's going to happen, you know, in parts and little moments in the game. But you know, I want to see a little bit more consistently of us play the ball a little more zip, pass it more faster in a room because they're not going to get a lot of times. Because when you come out of this region to play in the Copa, teams like, you know, Mexico, you could probably Mexico will be a bit more stronger team, you know, coming up in June the 22nd in the Copa Energy Stadium in Houston. So, and then we have teams like Ecuador. You have players like you have players like Estupiani, you know, they're going to be right in the face, you know, Caicedo, you know, Eno Valencia, those players are going to be right in the face. So we're going to come up against some tough opposition in the Copa America. And I think the Copa America going to tell us where this spot is at in terms of teams who love to be on the ball. Teams, I don't see any team in the CONCACAF region is really aggressive on the ball, just like the Ecuadorian team do, even against in the World Cup qualifier against Argentina, you know, in Buenos Aires. So they can be very physical, you know. So that's going to be a very good test for us coming up in the Copa America. But as I said, where our game going to get more difficult, Dominica Republic at home, Dominica, you know, in the Caribbean qualifier, those teams going to sit and it's all we going to use a different style of system to break down those teams. So I would take these type of games, Daniel, from Kasey Palmer, from Bobby Reid, you know, just put away a little bit more creativity and play with a little bit more hard working, you know, work for your teammate, you know, cover the spaces, cover the channels, you know, running in behind, even if you're not getting the ball. And a lot of times, you know, we watching this game, Bobby Reid is making the runs after runs, and guess what? He's not getting the ball, and you never see him drop his head. Look at how many times Demarai Gray have gotten the ball. And look at how many times he don't receive the ball. What he have done, he drop his head down and walk. You know, so you could see a big difference. You know, so Demarai Gray not going to knock him, not really going to knock him, but he played a really poor game today. You know, but whenever he get the ball, you could see that Demarai Gray is a very quality player. But after the ball, it's just didn't there today for Demarai Gray. And I'm sorry, he didn't help out greatly a lot today. You know, thank God, you know, you have a player like Head of State in the midfield. You know, Kasey Palmer was on that left-hand side, you know, covering for, you know, Demarai Gray. I don't know if Demarai Gray feeling sick or he's just half there, but I mean, big up to the ball. You know, big up to the ball. I see him for still left from all the way from the Middle East, come to, you know, camp to play just one game. He was hoping to play the final, but unfortunately, he still played his part, and we finished third. And come on, Reggae boys, you know, big win. You know, get the thing happy. We're happy for the win. Third place, you know, so moving on. But final, you know, Boza and Demarai Gray, you know, what you think about them, you know, in the game?
Boza, you know, Shaman Nicholson could have did a little bit better on that one when he went around the keeper. You know, could have did a little bit better, but in the second half, never really get in the game, kind of fade away a little bit, maybe a little tired. But sometimes as a striker, when you get one opportunity, you have to take it. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, but overall, I just think everybody put in a shift. You know, I can't. There's not one player I want to say, yo, should have come off on the field all the time. There's not one player I'm say that to. Every player put in a shift. Yeah, the effort was there. The commitment was there.
And that's the key things.
And that's the key things. You know, sometimes it's not all about PANAMA and Silent and score a goal. It's about work ethic. You know, sometimes I defend, we can get Nika 1-0 and everybody play a game. Isn't it? So Nicholson will get better. You know, him look sharp, him look fitter.
Yeah, look sharp.
Look sharp.
And he was everywhere. You know, he was everywhere. Remember when he said to me, you know, why Nicholson play that right wing? You see, you know, but the presence of dropping back to help, you know, Bobby Reid, seeing that he was getting over when him and Dexter in that right hand side. So, you know, the presence felt, you know, for Nicholson up front. You know, he have dealt a little bit with the back three of the Panamanian team, but nothing really serious. But that was the one goal, that one opportunity that Nichols got. He should have finished at. You know, and I agree with you. You know, so, but you know, look at this game. I'm really happy as what Daniel said. You know, from the goalkeeper to the midfield to the defensive line. You know, to the attacking third. You know, I'm really happy. Looking at the substitutions, you know, in this game, you know, I know that we have made a few substitutions in this game. Kara Anderson, and we didn't really see much of Kara Anderson and Cephas in the game, to be honest. You know, but looking at the, as you were saying with the coach, I think he needs to get his substitutions a bit more better in the game. You know, you want to further your information to the people more about Grimson play.
Yeah. I think his game management need to get a little bit better. I think it is in game management. Like it's either he tend to make substitute too long, or he take off the wrong players. Like even today, he should have never take off Damion Lowe. As I said, maybe Damion Lowe have a knock or he injured, but Damion Lowe should never came off the field because you're trying to close out a 1-0 win. And you're taking off one of your most experienced player playing in the midfield.
We'll have to dead out for me, take yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, just his game management, I think he cost us in the last game as well.
Yeah.
You know, taking off. Yeah. I think he take off too many players too early. You know? Because if he look on the history of USA, they always score on us late. Always. So, you know, but overall, I have to give him props for the new system. I like the new system.
Yeah, you know? Very brave. Very brave.
I like the new system that he brought in. And I like what they did in the second half where you have Lowe and Kasey Palmer.
Much closer to the Panamanian midfielders.
Yeah, I think that was...
That kind of slowed them down too, you know. Because, that kind of... At one time, around the 75th minute, they were actually getting into the game.
Yeah.
Just before Lowe. And I think... Maybe, you know, just by Damion Lowe done that, he probably burned 2x more energy that he have done, you know, in the first 15 minutes of the second half. You know, it don't, bro. It take a lot of energy to mark a player 1v1, just running around with him. I remember when...
Well, it's the context.
You know, player like Makalene, player like them player. You know me, I said, Gattuso. You know, Cambiasso. Remember even when Cambiasso was playing for Italy team, he was that man on the right side, just run with the left winger, just run with him. Don't give him any space. You know, just hard working. And people, you have to understand sometimes, you know, certain times in our game, especially a team like the Reggae Boys that we see now is kind of coming together as a unit. We're not going to be like prolific 100% from minute 1 to minute 90, doing, attacking, keeping the ball. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience to get the team, you know, together. This Panama team have been together since Thomas Christensen, you know, came in around 4 years ago. That's his team. He have built this team. You understand? The Costa Rican team, they have been together for the last 4 years. The Mexico team, these players have came to the ranks with each others from the youth system. This US team is the same. Pulisic, Ajirai, you know, Tyler Adams, you know, all these players, they have came through the US youth system, so they know each other. Yeah, you have 2 to 3 players that's in the US team that came to the rank together at the youth system, so there's an understanding. When you look at this Reggae Boys team, you know, Bernard, he was born and raised in the UK. Hector, Joel Attibody, Dexter, Kasey Palmer, you know, Lay, Bobby Reid, Demaric. That's 9 players. The only 2 players that born in Jamaica, it was, you know, Shaman Nicolso, Damion Lowe, and Andre Blake. So we have to understand that, you know, these players didn't came through the youth system. And that's another thing, Daniel, that we need to do more as a country. We need to get the youth them developed from under 15, come 17, 18, 20, 23. So you have at least 2 pools of players that are going to get integrated into the team. So, and that come with the Jamaican football system, the federation, of how we going to have you know, like some seminar training with the best youth talents around the world. How we're going to get these youth players in our training camp where they can train together and develop. Yeah, a lot of times people said, "Oh, the senior team is not for development; it's not a daycare." And I keep on saying, there's different stages of how you develop young players. The Mexico national team have developed young players. Yeah, they have developed young players. Also, the club team, but most of the development is more under each clubs that these players are playing for. You know, but the federation can do their fair. They can do their fair point. They can do it because when you look around, every team in the CONCACAF region have a B team. We have a B team, but we just cannot depend on a B team locally because when you look at the JPL is probably no close to the El Salvadorian League, the Honduran League, the Costa Rican League. When you look at the CONCACAF Champion League, look at how much teams from Costa Rica, from Honduras, you know, from El Salvador, Nicaragua. Look at those teams are pulling through. Those teams are giving the American team a bits of trouble. Don't even mention the Liga MX teams. And, you know, as I think Liga MX is the best league in CONCACAF region in terms of quality of play on the ball, you know. So we're going to have to get players from anywhere around the world where we can harness these players and harvest them properly and bring them through the system. Just like these young U20 players right now that's going to play the final stage of the under 20 World Cup qualifier, yeah, in the summer. We need to pick at least a few of those players and keep a close eye on them and see who is the best players and keep a tab on them and take time integrating them into the system. You know, so when the players then get to a level, the English player them who born in the UK, who is Jamaican but just born in the UK, they have a lot of experience of playing in the youth system in Jamaica. So we don't just need to go for these players age 21, 22. No, we need to get them from when them is around 15, 16 years old. Let them come and play because they're not going to give away their rights to play for England. They will still, but it's just that we're developing these younger players. And the more you have them in camp, it's the more you can persuade them for not to play for England because at 15 and then they reach 20, you can persuade them to play, you know, competitive international football and it will only get better. So if we can do that consistently for the next 50 years, where Jamaica football going to be? You know, mix it with the best talents locally, mix it the best players in the US, UK, Canada, over there in Europe. You understand? So
Yeah.
I think that's what we need to do, Danny. You know, we need to get the youth them from them a bit younger, you know, integrated them. Remember the team that went to the 2011 World Cup, right?
Yeah.
In Mexico. Where are those players? Jason Wright. You know, I said Zelanda Barnes.
Not one. And I don't think that one of those players still among the national team.
No, Cardell Bembo, you know, Omar Owen is the captain. You know, Kima Wallace, the defender, you know, Jenkins, you know, those players, you know. So we have to, when you look at the Mexico team, you could find most of those players coming from youth team. So, you know, I understand, you know, we're trying to build a team by getting some players, you know, who's not born in Jamaica. But yeah, I mean, very good game. As I said, really, really game. I'm really proud of Jamaica team, you know. But if, not really going to say if, but I want to say, you know, ask you a question about the coach. You see a pattern of consistency by picking the squad. You know, you see the same players for the last international windows, you know, coming in. You know, not many new faces, but you think that is also what's really helping this bunch of players right now?
Yeah, I think I think consistency and the same players getting used to each other. I see Demarcre and Bobby Reid. I never see that when they just came in. But I see that there's a chemistry building between both of those players, and then full center backs. Whenever you're trying to build a team, your center backs have to be the same players if you're trying to be consistency. And
Yeah.
I hope this could be a way we go forward. I don't want to see some man no man know both just come from no, just pop up and just come from nowhere into the team. Unless he's doing really good at club level. But let's build onto this, let's build this squad that we have right now that we've got. We should just be adding players to it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless someone out injured or
I think we just need for probably just add probably around 6 to 7 more players who usually be around the players to could have a deeper pool. What you think though of playing when we're playing international football? You think picking 30-man squad, I think that will probably, let the players and be a little bit more together, like what Argentina squad did previously in the World Cup build up. They pick at least 30 players in every window.
I think 25 will be the max. 25, 30. I think 30 kind of stretch it, but I mean 25. I think 25 should be good. Depends on how the players is doing. Especially league and stuff like that. But I think.
But I think
I mean, I think full starting level should be good enough.
I would love to see around 25, man. I'll be a lead and 25 players, and I love to see 25 players get picking for each international duties. 25 will be okay. Because if you look at this squad, I don't think no one have replaced Mikel Antonio in the squad. Romario Williams replaced. I forgot who Romario Williams replaced. He replaced someone. Is it me? I think he replaced young C. Bailey from Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, he replaced him. But when you really look at it,
do we have the players to replace Antonio? Like, who's gonna come in to replace Antonio?
That's the thing. I think when you look at this team though, where do you think we lacking more? A striker?
I think we lack a striker.
We lack more like a physical striker up front, right?
Yeah. No, I think we lack a natural finisher.
Because
I don't think Antonio. I think Antonio is more like a world class striker. I don't think he's a natural finisher.
Because he went goalless in the World Cup.
Yeah. We lack that natural playmaker as well. I think Demar Gray can become a playmaker.
But when you play the 3-4-3, you're going to take away your creativity from that midfield.
That's where the fullback comes in.
To help.
Yeah. That's where the fullback comes in. Because Chelsea, I know about this formation for years. This is where
when Fabregas and Kante.
Yeah, with Fabregas and Kante in the midfield, but they didn't have Reid. You didn't have Marcos Alonso and Victor Moses was bombing down the line, and then the new one them will come in, Reid James and Chilwell bombing down the line. So you're gonna need your wing backs to be supportive very much, and that's how I was saying to you, like I need to see the wing backs going down. Kudos to what's the name was good. Dexter was scored today because he was up there. So you're gonna need, when playing this formation, you're not gonna have a number 10. You're gonna have more like a box-to-box midfielder. Go up and down.
That can take away a little bit of creativity from Kasey Palmer because he's sometimes going to find himself a little bit deeper.
That's why he doesn't have a lot of touch on the ball. You know what I'm saying?
But prime example, Leverkusen, we need to have that model. Where Grimaldo and Frimpong and Telly getting a lot of goals. That should be the model.
I could see Bobby Reid play on the right side though.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to see him even get in there sometime, give Dexter a rest, and have Bobby Reid play down that right hand side.
Yeah, maybe bring in another winger.
But Amari Bell will play a wing back with Lane.
Is he good going forward?
I think he's a little bit more of the edge going forward, but I think complete wing back in terms of strength, fitness, going forward, getting the ball in the box, defending 1v1, I think, Greg Lay have that edge, but I think, the coach trust Amari Bell probably over Greg Lay, but Greg Lay is stamping his feet down. He's showing the coach that, he should be starting every time we have a big game, in international football. And I think, players that injured over the last couple months. Pinnock, prime example. It seems like he's going to fight to get back.
Speaking from speaking like this, like what if say we get Greenwood will be on the right, and then you can't drop Bobby Reid, so you 100% gonna have to put Bobby Reid at the wing back. So I could see Greenwood coming in that team. If I'm just speaking on
Greenwood going down to play a striker.
Nah, you can't drop Bob. You can't drop Boza. You can't drop Boza.
That's what I'm saying. You know, but look, it's a good thing though. It's a good thing to have competition because when I look at the US team, you know, they have Boligun, you know, they have Josh Sargent, they have Reid, you know, they have players they can play. You know, look at the Mexican national team. They have Enyo Martin that play for Copa America. You know, they have Santiago Jimenez that play in the
But at the same time, this is the system that the coach is gonna be going forward with. That's the thing too. I think just play. This could be like, I'm just gonna try or something, and then go back to his normal formation. Because that could be a thing too. Like he just go back in normal formation.
You know what? It can work, you know. But he's going to have to be a little bit more flexibility with it because look at the next two games that we have. You know, we have Jamaica and Dominica Republic. Yeah, we have those two teams next coming up in the next FIFA window in June. That's what I'm saying. Those teams going to always play low block. Yeah, those teams going to always sit deep. And if we, you know, as a country, the coach, our Grimsby can use that three at the back, it can use, but the wing backs going to have to play natural eye to create the flank, overload the wing backs, you know, creating space down the channel so it can open up the opponent backline because you're going to have players running off each shoulders, you're going to have players running the channels behind, and it will create, you know, havoc between that opponent defensive team. You know, so it's all we play, and that back three, we don't think we're going to need three players, you know, as centre half in that team. Maybe we could do a little bit of flexibility, you know, maybe drop Michael Hector, you know, use Deshaun Bernard, or Jack Bernard or Hector, one of them, and play Joe Latibody as the aggressor, and, you know, use Damion Lowe as the number 6, and, you know, just to pushing up in Joe Latibody in that midfield a little bit, creating more space, push up the players in, so Kasey Palmer can get more time up in the final third where he can do much of his brilliance, things that he loves to do, creating opportunities. So I think it's all we use it, you know, flexibility, it can work, but I just feel like, bro, this game and these injuries, you know, disciplinary, suspended players, it have created a new pathway for Coach of Green to be a little bit more flexibility, because I think he was being a little bit more stubborn, you know, just not to change the team, you know, not just to change the team, but change a little a philosophy, a style of play, you know, and this is what the Reggae Boys fans all around the world have been asking for years. Where is a style of play? Where is a pattern? And you can actually see what the Reggae Boys is doing right now. And everyone that's on the live, I just want, you know, you guys can comment in the comment section and tell me if you agree with me. You know, before this US game, we don't see the direction of where the team is going, the style of play, how the team want to play, what's the formation that we're playing week and week up. But these two games, you know, against the Panama team and the US, we see something, you know, in front of us on the TV, that how the team want to play, the style of play, how the team is transitioning the ball from Andre Blake, you know, to the back three, to the double pivots in the middle, and how they spread the ball wide, and how, you know, the striker is rotating, you know. And don't just watch us on the live doing deep analysis. Comment, you know, give us, you know, your review on the game also, so we can interact. You know, let us feel like, you know, we talking about something that's really interesting. You know, I just want you guys to just comment, take 5 seconds of your time and comment and tell me if you agree with me or you disagree with me, by saying the last two games the team have been look much better, the shape in the backline look much better, the idea, the identity of how the coach personally bringing out instruction. You know, I can see, just like how me and Daniel see, in the second half, he has put Damion Lowe and Kasey Palmer a bit closer to Godoy and Carrasquilla, and you could see that that's a direction of a good coaching staff is really pinpointing the weakness of the Panamanian national team, not just the Panamanian team, the weakness of the opponents that we have played. Yeah, and these people on the live, they are so stubborn. Yeah, and I'm just asking the people them just comment and tell me if I'm talking, you know, something that's really interesting. If it's true or it's false. And the people them do want to just drop a comment and tell me if I'm speaking the truth. Couple games ago before this US game, we couldn't find a direction of where the team is playing. No, the 2 games, the team have looked really good. The team have looked solid. You know, you agree with me, right? The last 2 games, you look much better of a team. You could see the identity that the coach is doing, right?
Yeah, I think with all the problems that was going on, players was dropping right, left, center, man I get suspended. I thought USA was gonna smash us. Like I thought they were gonna like people forget that like we almost make it to the final. Like we lost in the last minute. And we just couldn't able to cope with USA. The coach take off all his best players in the last minute, and I know when we go in the extra time we was gonna lose that game.
Yeah, and then we can see the 2 early in the extra time.
Yeah, so yeah, you can see improvement, structured, defensively. We look way better. Cause normally team will just run through us our defense, but. And then, you know, we brought that same game plan in the second game, and we look so much better. We look so much comfortable defensively.
Yeah.
Andre Blake goal never look like my pepper pan him goal like save won't eat my ball. And
I only see one mistake that he made when he threw the ball out, when he should have kicked it.
Yes, that was
the only mistake I've seen in there.
Yeah. So overall, we have been look very comfortable. I would love for the coach to go forward this structured and this formation and build on from there. Yeah.
And that's all I ask the people to do, and not one comment. Not one comment. We tell the people, just comment. Tell me what you guys think of what we just said. Is the team look better in the last 2 games previously before these other games against Canada, against Haiti, against Honduras, against what? Grenada, you know, and not one comment. Come on, people. Huh? We're not asking you guys to like. We're not stopping the stream to ask you guys for like or share the video. Yeah? All we're asking just for one comment and comment if you guys agree with us that the team look a bit more sufficient with the 3 at the back. You know, see the identity, you see what the coach is doing tactically or in closing down players. In the US game, we saw how in the second half when Reid came on, you know, he just brought a breath of fresh air to the US team, the attacking players, and he made tactical adjustment, and then Damion Lowe, boom, go in the midfield, try to get Reid off his game. And he done that. He have done that. He slowed down the game a little bit more. So the coach just need to work on, as what Daniel said, is substitutions and game management. How we manage the players on the pitch, when to take off the players, when to bring on fresh legs, you know, and that's all we're asking. You know, we're not asking you guys to just, you know, stop in the camera and the show and say, yo, you know, like the video and what do you want? Jamaica win. You know, Jamaica win. Do some live. Jamaica win. Yeah, that's all we ask for. You know, just to interact with us, post something and tell us if you guys agree or just being stubborn. How many of you guys watching the stream on TV? You know, probably all of that. Is it all 14 of you guys watching the stream on TV and can't drop a comment? But, you know, my respect when I first see how the stream and watching stream, you know, really appreciate the people and, you know, really appreciate the service from day one, from both channels until now. Really appreciate it. Remember, you guys are consumers, yeah? And between, you know, me and Daniel, yeah, this is where you will get some of the best positive deep analysis on a show. Yeah, we don't have many people calling us, you know, we don't have people commenting, so we have to be going on and going on and going into our intellect and communicating with you guys, and you getting good analysis on the game. Yeah, you don't really get this on a lot of platforms. It's just me and him, and it's coming from two guys that usually play the sports. Yeah, we played at all the youth levels in Jamaica, so we have an understanding. And guess what? We started watching the game from early 2000, from we were young, so exposed to football from such a long time. You understand? We've been watching football from around 2000. Our first World Cup, I remember, was 2002. You know, the first time we used to use Mark and Ronaldinho, who is Cristiano Ronaldo, and on our back of our shirt. So I have to respect that. So yeah, man. So only get good analysis over here, deep analysis, positive analysis. So don't really give a lot of critique where people going to say we are a bit harsh, we're negative. You don't really get that over here. You get good positive vibes, calm and easy, on a Sunday evening, wherever you at, is either you have your cup of ice cream, you have your popcorn, you have a sip of wine, but big up to everybody on the stream, see me, we respect and our love for always coming through, But the people them, not one comment come agree with you, Not one comment all Daniel, but we don't ask nothing. We still are going on with the show. We still are going on with the show. But before we close out, the big game is coming up at 9:15 Eastern time, the US versus Mexico. Our next set of games, Daniel. Our next set of games, are Dominica Republic at the National Stadium on June 6th, and then June 9th, we will travel to Dominica. So, looking at those two games, our World Cup qualifier start, we have Dominica Republic, Dominica, and Guatemala in our zone. Top two go to the next round. What do you think?
I expect I'm very comfortable winning those games. I would love to see him give some of the players that have not got the opportunity to play in this game run out. Try something. Just like how him try this formation in these games. I would love to see him try something a little bit different as well. Surprise us. Let's show us you can try different things. I would love to see him go with a 4-3-3, like a flat back, a 3-man midfield, and a 3 attackers. I would love to see him do that. I know he's a very pragmatic coach. I know he's very more.
He's very systematic with what he know.
Exactly. So but we're gonna be playing. We're the better team, better than all those teams that we're gonna be playing. So I would love to see him try that. Try those on the board of most of those games. I mean, we expect to run through all those qualifiers very easily. Like, I expect us to win all those games and just try some different players and stuff like that.
When you said try something new, you mean in terms of we want to play teams at low block, so give us something new of breaking down teams in the low block.
Yeah, I would love to see we have like a number 10 trying to find those pockets of space. You see how Odegaard play for Arsenal, always come deep. I would love to see him put Kasey Palmer in that role so he can get more touches on the ball and stuff like that.
Yeah. Maybe we can add an extra creative, extra attacking player in games like that, and then can use 2 number 10 and use Damion Lowe as we're not going to need much defending in that game. Use 1 number 6.
Damion Lowe number 6. Yeah.
So but so that's it. For the World Cup qualifiers, our next game up in June 6 and June 9. Our next 3 games after that is the Copa America, Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela. Big, tough games. Very tough. We haven't scored a goal yet in the Copa America. We have played 2 Copa America. I think we have played 2 Copa America or 1. I don't remember, but we have never yet scored a goal in Copa America play. Looking at Mexico, a team that we played day in and day out in CONCACAF. Ecuador. The last time we played Ecuador, I think it was in New York Red Bull. I think we lost that game. Yeah. So we don't really have much games against these teams. You know, Venezuela. I think we have played them in the Copa America in the US, where I think we lost that game. I think 1 or 2-0. You know, so we don't really play these teams day in and day out. But looking at these two tough South American teams, you know, who you think will be more beatable for us if we get a positive result from Mexico, Ecuador or Venezuela?
I would say Venezuela. Ecuador is a very quality team. Like they almost their whole team is playing in Europe. The midfield is strong. Caicedo, you know, Estepinian bombing down the line. Like you expect them to, you know, they expect to cause a lot of problems. So out of both those teams, you expect us to try to get a result from Venezuela. But that said, Venezuela still have some quality players in the roster.
You know, they still have Solomon Rondon up there in the end.
Yeah, and this is a South American team that you can't underestimate them. You know, they're not just gonna be a pushover. You know, they have still some very decent players.
Remember, they got that young kid that Chelsea signed, Paez.
No, that's Ecuador.
Ecuador. No, I'm saying Ecuador. Paez.
Oh, yeah, Paez. Yeah.
Yeah, you still have that young kid. He what? 16 years old?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
so.
I don't really see any outstanding players for Venezuela.
But it's just that they are a clique. They're colleagues.
Oh, they have this player that play for Philadelphia Union, Jose Andres Martinez.
Martinez, yeah, they have Martinez. They have this player. His name is Soteldo. You know, he used to play for Santos.
Yeah, some pretty decent.
You know, they have quite a few players. You remember that Yangel Herrera? He was playing for NYFC, then he moved to Girona from Manchester City. You know, so they look.
He's not Argentinian?
No, Yangel Herrera, no, he's not Argentina. He's Venezuela.
Really?
Yeah, he's from Venezuela. He played for Girona.
I wonder if I'm talking about the same player. Are you talking the striker?
No. Not Tati Castellano.
Oh, he's Argentinian, right?
Yeah, he's Argentinian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, Venezuela have a very good team. Ecuador have a very good team. So
they're South American. They can play. So
they're going to play.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, man. So we are going to end the stream. People really appreciate you guys to stay on the stream, to listening to some of our deep analysis on the game and how, you know, we see the game forward. You know, we wish, you know, you guys were a little bit more interact with us so we can answer some of you guys' questions. What you thinking, you know, about the game? So, but since you guys not really, you know, interacting with us, yeah, we're just gonna go on and watch the US game and Mexico game. Yeah, because you guys are not interacting with us, you know. It can't be just all of you guys watching the thing on the TV. But we really appreciate it still. Is it? Really appreciate it, man. But I hope when everybody come out and support the next game in the National Stadium. Yeah? You know, the next World Cup qualifier game. I want to be there, man. I want to travel to Kingston. But travel to Dominica, that's a no-no. Too difficult. You have to travel from look, to go Dominica, the time when I look, and we're going to travel from, if you go to Kingston, and we're going to travel from Kingston to Miami, and then go from Miami to Costa Rica, or Aruba, or Trinidad, and then go straight to Dominica.
Really?
And look at that, man. Too much traveling, brother.
Yeah.
Too much. This is the thing I don't really like with CARICOM countries in the Caribbean. It's too difficult to travel to, bro. It's too difficult. Too difficult. Tickets are so expensive to travel to different CARICOM countries. You know, Shanice Harris, thank you. The first woman of the night. And it's the first interaction we have of the night. Shanice, what you think about the post-game show between me and Daniel Football Show? Because it seems that you are the brave one to come out and, you know, drop a comment and say big up. You know, so how you doing, Shanice? Yeah? It's not regular we have women on the live comment. You know, I think we have Jackie Love TV, and I think I have another female. I think her name was Stephanie. So I think this is the third woman that ever comment on our live before. Fine. What you think about our deep analysis? Or what you think about Jamaica coming third in the Nations League? Our first knockout segment in the Nations League, beating Panama again 1-0 in a knockout segment. We have done it in 2019 at the World Cup when Darren Matak scored. So, I mean, what you think about the game? Did you watch the game today with the Panama national team? What you think about Coach Al Grimson? Tell me, I would love to hear something from you because it seems like, you are the braver one to step out, Everyone else is watching the stream on their TV where they can't comment. And I'm happy everyone is watching, but I can say a lot of you guys still have on a phone and on an hand. Yeah? So it seems like Shanice will have to keep for 5 minutes more on our seat. but big up yourself, Shanice. It's really refreshing to see that, first I have to say why Daniel Johnson don't play. It seems like she have a crush on a Rasta. She wants a Latif on her front line. But
I don't remember about Daniel Johnson.
But
I think Daniel Johnson. I thought you would have brought on Daniel Johnson for.
I don't know. I really don't know. But look, Shanice, one thing I have to say about DJ. DJ have been playing a whole lot of football for Stoke City. Since the start of the new year. And, he came on for Damion Lowe in the last game against the US, and he played really well. I think he held the ball up really well. But, a lot of times when Daniel Johnson got on the ball in the US game, he didn't get a lot of support. He had a player that was probably carrying a injured quarterback who didn't want to make any sprint whenever he picked up the ball, didn't want to run the channels. So I think DJ does have a really normal game. Didn't do anything spectacular, but whenever Daniel Johnson is fit, and I think this summer is going to be a big, big summer for Daniel Johnson, to try to get some game under his belt, into the new season, especially just to stay fit, for the Copa America. We're going to need him for the World Cup qualifier. And I think Daniel Johnson will be one of those players that might start with Kasey Palmer in that midfield, with Damion Lowe trying to break down Dominican Republic and Dominica. So whenever
he's a very good decent player to come in and when you want to keep the ball and just keep the game picking and etc.
But out of everyone though, Shanice, respect though the Rasta, it seems like you like that player. It's out of everyone, Daniel Johnson seems like her favorite player. But very good player. And I'm looking forward to see Daniel Johnson in June 6 and June 9 against Dominican Republic and Dominica. So he's going to be one of those midfielder I think should start in that game with Kasey Palmer and Damion Lowe in that number 6. So, he will get his fair chance. But Daniel Johnson is a really good player. I met him in Canada when we played at second leg, and he's a humble player. He's a humble individual.
Why is he not getting a game for Stoke City?
Change of coach. Yeah, change of coach. They have changed manager. The last time he played, he started that game. It was that Brighton game, the FA Cup when Brighton beat them 4-2 at Bet360 Stadium, and he was actually playing at wing back in that game. Great game we had. We had a really, really good game against a very tough Panamanian team who ranked third in CONCACAF. So we seems like we just have their ticket when it comes on to knockout round in any tournament. We beat them the last time I said in the World Cup 1-0 from a Darren Matak's penalty kick. So we just want to see Panama every time again in the knockout round. But look, Panama is a great team, great coach. Thomas Christiansen is doing a really good job. They made the World Cup. Stoke City are in a relegation, I think. They're facing a relegation.
She know our football, man.
It seems like she is a Stoke City fan, or she's just a Daniel Johnson fan. And I really appreciate, your service, Shanice Harris, of communicating with us, of interacting with us on the Carter Media House platform and Daniel Football Show platform. So, did you know that name? That Shanice Harris, you know that name?
No, I don't know her name.
Really.
I thought it was someone from mine, but I don't know.
But Really appreciate you, Shanice. As you know, thanks. So let us stay for an extra 5 minutes. So people, that was the Shanice Harris 5-minute show. Yeah, that moment was sponsored by Shanice Harris via Daniel Johnson. Yeah. So thanks for watching the Academy House. Thanks for watching and Daniel Football Show and the people over there on Twitch. We don't forget you guys. Yeah. Others from that guy that put up a scamming thing about promotion. We don't need you. You know, we don't need we don't need you. We don't need you over here. You understand? So people, look, you know, follow Daniel and Daniel Football Show on Instagram and follow me on any platform. Nick Media House, Instagram. No, except I don't have any Facebook account on Nick Media House. So yeah, X as they call it, Twitter, you know, make sure you subscribe to the both YouTube channels, yeah, and follow me over there on Instagram and Mikada Media House. Also Daniel Martin, yeah, Daniel Martin. And also, who don't know, I have a cooking vlog where I cook. I have around 7 videos up there on Nicardo Travel Vlog. Go over there and watch some nice red pea soup. When you ever see Aki and Steve cook together, go over the channel and go look at it. Nicardo Travel Vlog. Aki and Steve.
Chef, bro.
Go over there and go look on the video. Aki and Steve. And guess what? Don't forget, I can't leave this out. I have to drop me a plug. Yeah? Big up Twep and Family. That's my dad YouTube channel.
Go and check out that one there too.
Go and check out that one. If you don't want to see Twep steamed fish, yeah, which is my father. If you don't want to see my stepmother pot roast pork, go over there. I'll be things over there.
And even drop the link in the bio, because I don't think some people, sometimes they might not be able to find the name. So it's good for left the everything in the description. You know, they leave the YouTube channel and stuff like that. So they can just basically just click the link and they lead them right to the channel. So sometimes it's best to do that.
Yeah, man, I that link, you know. Twep and Family. I be things are going over there. You want to say I'll be put mac and cheese earlier. Be things are going over there. Sunday dinner, festive. Festive, man. Yeah? You want to say, yeah? Need some more pass from Lowe though in midfield. Shanice, you used to play football or you just love the sports? You know, because comment some things and otherwise he tackle good. Yeah, he have been tackling really excellent. You know, I think he have been tackling really good. Trying to get it over there. So. Yeah, but Damion Lowe is playing really good. Trust me. Can't complain. Damion Lowe is playing really good. Love Nana Lowe, man. Love him. Put in a lot of work. Yeah, a whole heap of commitment to the program. Yeah, a whole lot of commitment, man. Rate the G. So guys, so this is let me pin it. Why this is won't let me pin it, Daniel.
Eh?
I say it won't let me pin it.
They will see it in the oh, nah, man, Billy can't stay away from them, man. Billy can't stay away from them, Shanice. Yeah, man, Billy can't stay away from them, man. We don't want about Billy. Him stay away from them. We all right.
Yeah, man. Bailey, boy, Bailey have to show some more. Cause the baller said Shanice, the baller said he might promote him gypsy party, so it have to be there June the 21st. Yeah, June the 21st, him have to be there. So we really don't know if Bailey going to be there in the Copa. So people, look, say if you don't want some bad cooking, some outrageous style of cooking, just go over there, so over Twep and Family, go support them. Yeah, I'm a father and my wife, my stepmother. Go over there and support them. Really good things are going over there. And if you can't cook, that are the best place to go learn to cook. Yeah, Bailey's doing really well for Aston Villa. Can't complain about that. But Shanice, will he do the same? Will he do the same?
Bailey have not performed. He have not performed for Jamaica since he have been. You want to see them full, man.
All right, watch it out. We have to leave. We have to leave. You have things to do?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna cook up some food. I know.
You know cook already?
No, sir.
And people, it's just 6 o'clock down there on Daniel's side in Cali. Yeah, so when you talk about cook, it's not 9 o'clock Eastern time or 8 o'clock Jamaican time. So yeah, man. You know,
Come on, people, big up on yourself. And don't forget to go over Daniel Football Show. We're streaming on both channels. You know, go over there and
yeah, man. I give him time. I allow him back in our team in a Shanice, but I give him time.
You must go fix up. Bless up on yourself and the people. You don't know. What the new we have a new show coming up, right?
Yeah, we have a new show. You know, we're going to announce that Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. So people don't watch out for a new show coming up every Sunday. You know, around this time we want
6 p.m. Eastern time.
6 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in the California time, you don't know 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You don't know, but
tell him how we are talking. Tell him how we are talking.
So basically, we go. If you don't watch the Premier League, if you don't watch the La Liga, Spanish League, Bundesliga, you know, Italian League, and then we're gonna be talking about the Jamaican players. You know how they're doing for their clubs over the world. You know, we just pretty much give them shout out. You know, man like Bailey, even though he might go be a this one day, but we always still, even when he play for Aston Villa, we will give us a short him out and say, yo, what he did, whatever he's doing, and you don't know, but every Sunday checking in with me, both channels, Nikada Media House and Daniel Football Show. We very much appreciate it, you don't know. So people, we're gonna let them go. We're gonna watch Mexico USA and say hopefully Mexico can kick in USA face.
Bro, Jamaican.
So you don't know, people.
If we don't remember this, we never used to go stadium and go watch Reggae Boys.
One of them a Bailey fan, man. I'm bag on this.
Yeah, man, people, bless up on yourself. Bless up on yourself. Salute. Remember, don't forget over there at Twepan Family. If you can't cook, that's where you learn to cook the best Jamaican food in the world. Yeah? Man, respect. Antonio on the bench today, I saw his name. Antonio, they landed on the injury table. Antonio, they under David Moyes' bed. Antonio, they under David Moyes' bed, man. You know, Shanice, really appreciate your service. Really appreciate it. Remember, people, this segment is brought to you by Shanice Harris. Thank you for your sponsor. Yeah, really appreciate it. Much love and respect. Buenos noches to everyone that's on the stream. Yeah, buenos noches. Buenos noches. Shanice, amiga. Adios, amiga.